Hi. How are you doing? I'm tired. I did not get a lot of sleep. But we have some notes. We've got some things to look into. We've got stuff to do. So I'm supposed to go find stuff. Why didn't I write this down in a more sensible way? I should have just started a new page. Okay, so here's the deal. Somewhere is a dreadnought. I don't remember where. That's frustrating to me. I have a lot of things written down. Maybe I should be taking better notes. Here's one of the things we need. We need to go to Persei, Zeta Persei, I believe it was. For the rose red orb. For the 3-part thing that we were told to get by the Pekunk. So that's one thing. We need to go. Beetlejuice. Why can I not remember this stuff? Yeah, the Shofixty. So my thought is that I should go touch base with the Vux to try to get the female, and that's at Alpha Chernikov. Chernikov. And then we need to go after that to Delta Gorno. Wow, my audio is loud. I can hear it from the other room. Show Fixty. Don't shoot. Okay. We need a hyperwave thing, which the Umga have. They are in the Orionis, although I don't know specifically which one. We're supposed to go to Camelopardalis. One A, it said in the thing from, or IA was what they told me. So I don't remember what that is. I wasted a lot of time early in the game of tracking down resources, and now that I know there's like a hard time limit that was not made clear to me, I have concerns. I need to go to Beetlejuice. For the Siren. I've just made an absolute mess of this stuff. My notes are terrible. Now, I thought the Spathi were going to give me a hyperwave transmitter, but they never did, and I don't really want to go back there because it's just wasting time. I have, let's see, the Ur-Quan or an Ophiuchi, don't care. Brahi constellation. That's where the Mycon supposedly are. Right, there's a portal. That is supposed to be near the Chandrasekhar, Columbi, and Siracini, which, if we... Here, I'll do this real quick. You can see it's already the 17th of this month, so I would have to travel to the location and then wait for the next month to come around, which seems like a waste of time when I know where some of this stuff is. Which sucks. Alright, let's load. And then let's look at our star map. And then... Okay. The Pecunc are home, which is where they belong. Let's see. So we know that Zeta Persei is like all the way out here. Beta Persei, Epsilon Persei, Iota Persei, Theta, Alpha, Gamma, Delta, Zeta. So this is at 946.9, 280.6. Okay. Where's Chernikov? I want to say it was over here somewhere. Nope, that's Brahe. Pernicus. Achenar. Betelgeuse is at 412.5, 377. Alpha Pavonis? Do I have Alpha Pavonis written down? I do. There's Alpha Pavonis. That's where the Dreadnought is. Yeah. So, where's Alpha Pavonis? Alpha Mensae. Leeton. Sextantis. Regulus. Orionis. Columbae. Cassini, Sagittae, Cygnus. I wish that they would just have the names for the constellations strapped across them. Yeah, I do want Orionis for the Unga for the hyperwave, but I thought I was supposed to get the hyperwave from someone else. So it seems silly to go there. Ah, Alpha Pavonis. That's a long way away. Donnie. Titus. Libre. Harlogi. Craterus. Camelopardus. I don't know which Camelopardus is the problem. So let's just say... Epsilon? How do you figure Epsilon? Something with an E. Epsilon, theta, beta, I'll just... Here. I'll just say Ada because it's the farthest away. I can work my way back. If it's not the right one. Why is that saying I can't go as far now? Kepler, Copernicus, Brahe, Sagittarius. 45.8. Where the hell is the Ophiuchi cluster? Serpentis, Spathi, yeah. Okay. Where is Chernikov? Gorno. Delta Gorno. Ptolemy. Butis. I am just not sure where to find some of this stuff. Where the hell is Chernikov? Where the hell are the Vux? Beta Mira. So probably somewhere near there? Well, if I start at Delta Gorno, though, am I just going to have to go back there to pick those guys up once I find the women and free them from slavery? Again, I wish that they gave me something else to help me figure out this system. Because I just don't know how to... Like, that's Brahe, that's Copernicus, that's Copernicus. Mensae. Leeton, Sextantus, Regulus, Deneb, Ptolemy, Kruger, Voltanus, Olber, Bootus, Saurus, Illuminati, SETI, I'm gonna look up a damn map, I swear. Cancri, Lentis, Cephi, Delphini, Monoceretus, Doratus, Chameleonus, Germinonium, Fornicus, Eridani, Liffy, Antares, Horology, Hydra, Reticuli, Camelopardas, Terrace again, Quilli, alright, well, I guess, sure, let's go to Delta Gorno, I guess, yeah. Go. Ooh, star map. It's like, this is absolutely giving me, like, spoilers, but I'd rather have something than nothing. I'm not hearing anything. Are you guys hearing stuff? Hello, strangers.
Attention, choose Aryan vessel. So most of my sensory instruments are malfunctioning.
For most of my sensory instruments, my master indicates the huge size of your vessel, revealing you are none other than the disgusting Ur-Quan slime. I'm the glorious show fixity warrior Tanaka. You killed my father, my mother, my many brothers. All 6 of my sisters. In fact, my entire species. Alright, hang on.
A typical Ur-Quan gimmick. And now, I hold the...
Alright, I need to figure out why my sound is not working. But we're just gonna do this. Hello, sound. For some reason, my sound was muted.
Ah, so the cowardly slug spawn has returned. You were most fortunate last time, you hideous, toothless freak. But this time, I shall surely destroy your vessel. You slithering eater of putrid devils. I will only stop when you are dead. Shiny!
Wow. No, you've killed some of my people!
I see you're back for even more humiliation. You flatulent Ur-Quan of top. Too bad! Yay!
That's what I was trying to do, but...
I'll kill you this time, you pitiful, withering fancier of herd animal excrement. For me, it will never be over. Yay!
Okay, well, there's biologics, so, I mean, I suppose that gives us another reason to go down here.
I'll kill you this time, you pitiful, withering fancier of herd animal excrement. For you, perhaps, fat, cowardly Lord Lug. Yay! I'll kill you this time. You... Too bad. Yay!
I wonder how many times I have to do this. Insults next time?
I'll kill you. You rip, rudderless sack of decaying flesh, Ur-Quan. Yay!
Well, that didn't work. How's it going? Fine. We found the last surviving male of the Shofixti, apparently. Alright, I guess we're down here. Might as well fill up. But he's not being reasonable.
I'll kill you this time. I will hang your withered reproductive organs from my posterior monitor. Yay!
I mean, I'm trying to recruit him so that I can save his species.
I'll kill you this time. Why, you wallowing, phlegm-filled, grunty belly licker, you... Hey, Ur-Quan never insulted me before. Who did you say you were? Oh, I am sorriest. I must be reprimanded. When we report back to Star Control, suddenly, your words ring in my ears. Captain, is this true? Have the Ur-Quan been destroyed? Has the ultimate sacrifice of my people resulted in freedom for the Alliance? I am a defeated warrior! A worthless shell! I must die! To fight again? Against the Ur-Quan? Yes! But no. I cannot leave my homeworld unguarded. I will remain here and keep a solitary vigil. Goodbye.
He's staying here.
Greetings, Captain. Nothing new to report, sir. I guard the homeworld. I seek revenge against its destroyers, the Ur-Quan, and their vile battle thralls. I await the return of the hero Daikon, and the rebirth of my species. On my way home, I encountered a Vox intruder. Before I destroyed it, the Vox was able to affix some of those vile lipid things to my ship, and I had to return home at a greatly diminished speed. I did find one thing interesting, though, as I skimmed to the edge of Yehat space. I dropped into Zeta Sextantis to recharge some of my depleted energy cells, so I moved into the extreme inner system. There, right next to the sun, I found a very strange planet. It messed up my sensors somehow. That's why I could not recognize your ship at first. I'd never seen a planet like that before, so maybe you should investigate. During my battle with the Vox, I decided to employ the weapon, but I guess I used too much gusto, and the switch broke. My people blew up the sun! Or at least they caused it to flare like a nova, destroying the many hundreds of hierarchy vessels that had invaded our system to enslave us Shofixi. I wasn't here when they made the sun flare. I was assigned to a Yahat squadron as a forward scout performing deep recon in Mycon space. We were sent to investigate reports of unusual Mycon activity around Theta Brahi. I was the first ship to enter the system. My scanners showed a small fleet of Mycon clustered around the planet, conducting a test of some device. The unit was small, not even half the size of my ship. When the Mycon activated it, a glow began to radiate outward. I crept closer to get a better look. Suddenly, there was a flare, like a newborn sun, blinding me and overloading my sensors. When I recovered my vision, hours later, the Mycon and their device were gone. I was able to effect repairs on my sensors and depart the system, but I had been cut off from my squadron and had to travel home alone. Good hunting!
Okay, well, we don't get to take him with us right now, so that kind of frustrates me.
Greetings, Captain. Nothing new. Good.
Alright. Well, this, while not a complete waste of a trip, was not exactly useful. Alright, what was the system I was looking for? Chernikov. Which is north of the Leeton. So, I believe these were Leeton. Alpha Chernikov. We were also supposed to go to Alpha Pavonis. Where was Pavonis again? Did I write it down already? Did I already find it? I did. It's all the way up there. It's all the way up here. Dang it. Well, I guess let's go here and see about getting the Shofixty on board.
Ah, human visitors. What a treat. I am Admiral Zex. Please, do not be frightened. Unlike the rest of my species, I enjoy humans. You may know me by my reputation, my leadership of Vox forces during the war with your alliance. I assure you that this behavior, a sad necessity of those times, belies a much kinder, gentler being. Please, be welcome. We can get to know one another, expand our interspecies relationship. But wait, how silly of me. You aren't here for polite repartee. You have come for my show-fixing maidens. Ah, such a good question. But you always were a bright species. I will explain. After the Great War, in which I played some small part, the Vox High Council, in recognition for my services, granted me this planet, so that I might pursue my hobby without disturbing the general Vox populace. I am a collector, you see. I have the finest menagerie of beautiful creatures in all space. Animals? Oh no, Captain, not mere animals. My menagerie contains only the most beautiful creatures in the galaxy. Each of my children, as I like to call them, has a wonderful set of traits which make them unique and special, especially to me. I have a complete variety of beasts from as far away as Procyon and Vega. No, this is not just some zoo. I have worked diligently for many years to craft my menagerie, to gradually improve it. Perhaps you can't tell, but I am rather proud of it. Alas, there's one creature, one gorgeous animal which I do not yet possess. I would give almost anything for that creature, Captain. What an interesting proposal. I never would have thought of such a wonderful idea myself. You are a genius, Captain. In answer to your question, yes, I accept your offer. Deliver the creature to me, and I shall give you the show-fixing maidens. I will even provide you with a clue to finding the creature's native planet. My source for this information is an ancient wildlife handbook written millennia ago by some unknown alien author. The pertinent passage goes as follows. Demise. It basks in yellow light within the constellation Lynch-Na-Plo. We have translated Lynch-Na-Plo to mean approximately the long, thin creature who has swallowed the huge beast. I am afraid this is all that I know. I hope it is sufficient. Because I like humans, Captain. I respect and admire your species. I do not share the bigoted views of most of my people. No, not all, Vox Captain. Most, but not all. It is true, when the majority of my people view one of your species, they are forced to regurgitate. But there are those among us who have grown beyond such childishness to take a more liberal view. We, the few sophisticates, are not subject to the whims and fads of current fashion. Our likes and dislikes are strictly based on personal preference. We see the beauty in you humans, the value in a long-term relationship. You are different, yes, but personally, I like difference. In fact, I adore it. Your physique is so wonderfully varied. Your multitudinous rigid appendages, your tiny double eyes, your varied skin coloration, and the delightful patchwork of hair covering only parts of your bodies, leaving other parts bare and smooth. I value your species, Captain. I see you as just people, like us fox. Goodbye, beautiful human. I hope we can meet someday as friends. Perhaps even more?
Look, you know, I don't have it in me to really get on this guy's case right now. Alright. Where the hell is Serpentis? I thought I saw Serpentis. Or is it supposed to be a POTUS up here in Draconis? Because it's the yellow star in the middle of the giant serpent. I thought there was a Serpentis, though. There is. That's in the middle of the Yeehot space. That would be down here. Gamma Serpentis? I can get there. Alright, go. Go. Let's just do it. Oh, I should probably save, eh? Assuming it's the right one. We have no guarantee that it's the right one. a lynx is not... Bye, guys.
What am I seeing on my view screen? It's none other than the flattened old face of our friend the human. But, old ally, are you not knowing that we, the Yeha, are allied with the Ur-Quan now? And your presence outside the slave shield and in an armed starship are clear violations of your oath of fealty. Whatever shall we do? It just isn't the right thing to kill you, human, but as a loyal member of my clan, I must obey the wishes of our queen. The cowards live? This is unbelievable! It is a sad, sad day to be hearing this thing from you, human. I can't even say their vile name! The count of the greatest embarrassment our species has ever suffered! Do not be calling these wretched creatures an offshoot of our species! Better is you be calling them garbage or droppings! Better yet, do not be talking about them at all! Your words are flying in the face of the facts, human. We are no longer being your allies. But unlike the nobles of our homeworld, we of the Starship clans are bereaved at this course of events. The Queen's decision to be joining the hierarchy pains us. We cannot. To be doing so would be a direct violation of our Royal Queen's commands. We cannot be given the material aid, Captain. But perhaps you can make use of this information, Captain. When we were fighting the Great War against the Mycons, we encountered a number of odd worlds which seemed to be having their crust shattered. Molten lava ran across the surface in huge rivers, and dense metallic elements were abundant. But the strangest world we found was the first planet at the star at coordinates 639.5, 231.2. The Mycons were guarding this planet with an almost limitless number of their pod ships as though there was something of great value there. We could never break through their forces, though we destroyed scores of their ships. Perhaps, if you fare better than us, or can somehow trick the Mycons to let you land, you may discover the secret and it may help you in your quest. As much as my heart cries to aid ye valiant human, I cannot. Each of us is sworn first to our queen, who has commanded us to treat ye as an enemy of the crown. Can't you see that you're killing me, human? The shame, the awful shame of it. What you say is true. We should be under the same wing, but damn your eyes. Our queen has given the Ur-Quan our allegiance, and there is nothing I can be doing about it now.
Flee! Did he give me any other information? But I haven't saved the Shofixti yet. That would have been a lie. Yes. But now here's the problem. Does that mean that this is not the place where that beast is? I'm going to submit a request. Please tell me where that beast is. It's in the Lynx system? A Lynx is not...
It is a sure and a true thing that the alien interloper has now been warned not to approach Care Zeep Reap, the Queen's high perch, lest it be blasted without further warning. It is a wondering thought that crosses my mind, human starship captain. Are ye not knowing that the cause of Ur-Quan and Empire is now allied with the fortunes of the mighty Ur-Quan? And that your presence here is being only the end of your life? Haven't you got the sense, human, to know this simple thing? It is an unbelievable thing. You speak the words that ruffle our feathers and cause our blood to boil. We, the loyal servants of our Queen, bless her beak, will not be helping the likes of you, or any of the traitor ye-hat bastards you may have found among the ranks of the Starship clans. Our Queen has spoken the commands to us, and we are obeying her words. No assistance of any kind at all shall be given to you, human, so do not be making assumptions that you know a right thing from a wrong. Are you smarter than the Queen? Is that what you're saying, human?
Yes.
We shall not be giving you a scrap of meat, much less our secrets. Are you daft, human? Have you not heard our words? You and your kind are slaves, just as we, but you humans have been confined within a shield of slaves. To be found outside this self-same shield is surely your own doom. It is not a permitted thing for you to be travelling through space, and now we must be conforming to our Queen's oath to the Ur-Quan. We must be getting about the business of killing you.
Cool, we're also out of fuel. So that's not where I'm supposed to go. So we've reloaded our save. Where the hell is this system? Linsis? Delta Linsis. Hey, real quick, you guys want to see where Delta Linsis is? Man. So we're going to have to stop and get fuel. No matter what we do. And I guess we'll make our way to some of the other locations that I have on my list.
Welcome back. What? What? How? You may have noticed the presence of an increasingly large number of red probe vessels, which move with great speed and attack relentlessly. We are sorry to say that this is our catalog item 2418B. Do not blame us. We are not responsible for this violent folly. The product is not being used in a correct manner. Should you wish to confront the actual wrongdoers, we suggest you search the planets in Beta Corby for the probe's owners. What?
Right, the dreadnought's on the way. That's what you're saying? It's in Camelopardus, right? No. It's in Alpha Pavonis. And Alpha Pavonis is up here. I mean, like, nothing is on the way. Like, that's the problem. Everything is, like, way out of the way of each other. I'm curious what the, like, optimal, like, I bet there's speedrunners who've figured out the optimal path to go through activating all of this stuff. So I need to go get the Dreadnought, so that I can then go find the gateway, so that I can then go find the Alilulalile, or whatever the heck they're called. Yeah, Beetlejuice. Where am I right now? And this purple one's Beetlejuice. Here, turn. Go to Beetlejuice. This one hurts my eyes. Slave shields.
Attention, unidentified space vessel. Be warned. This slave world and its inhabitants belong to the Ur-Quan. I am Starbase Commander Talana of the slave planet Gaia. Your ship is not responding to standard hierarchy identification sequences. You are therefore classed as independent. And what? Is my monitor display correct? Is that a human commanding that vessel? Who are you? Hello, Captain. But you haven't answered my question fully. Why are you here? Where are you from? Has the slave shield been lifted from Earth? Are the Ur-Quan finally defeated? Simply put, Captain, what do you want from us?
Wow, this is upsetting. Anyway, we need your help to
Look,
destroy the Ur-Quan.
Captain, I like you. Even though you're an obnoxious human, I like you. In another time, we might have become good friends.
Okay, that's enough of that. Can we move this
But
along?
that's a fantasy, and my job is dealing with reality. We're not going to do anything to jeopardize what we've got here. We've come too far, lost too much, to ever risk losing Gaia, our new home. Don't get all judgmental on me, Captain. You don't know what we've been through. When the Ur-Quan conquered us over 20 years ago, I was only a young girl living in Habitat 31. My older sister Diani was a starship officer in the Space Patrol. She was part of the final defense at Raynet. She didn't make it back. When the Ur-Quan caught us in open space, we all thought we were going to die. But then, instead of killing us, the Ur-Quan offered us a choice. We could join the ranks of their combat thralls, or we could be slave-shielded in our homeworld. Like the people of Earth, we chose peace. We became fallow slaves. When the Ur-Quan told us to return to our homeworld, we explained that we had none. Ur-Quan Master 9 explained that they had encountered this situation before, and if we would provide them with a list of our requirements, they would use their extensive astronomical data stores to find a planet for us. So we told them about Syra, about the color of its sky, about the abundant life forms, about the fertility of the soil and seas. Less than an hour later, we received a terse message from Master 9. We were to proceed to these coordinates and disembark. This was to be our new home. But our new world, Gaia, was everything we described. We'd been searching for a home planet for 75 years, and in the end, it was our enemies who gave one to us. I grew up on a small island off the main continent, and like all of my people, we lived each day under the sick, red glow of the slave shield. When the Ur-Quan arrived 7 years ago to refurbish and recrew this starbase, I was selected as the new commander. When we first met your people, we'd been wandering through the stars for almost 75 years, ever since the death of Syra, our home planet. We joined your alliance, and I use the word joined loosely, because we had no other choice. The Vox were raiding our slow habitat columns, and we had nowhere else to go. We fought for survival, Captain, nothing more. When your people on Earth were defeated, the Alliance just plain fell apart. The Yehat and Shofixi retreated to their native stars and didn't want us to follow. The Ariru, those creepy little weasels, just plain bugged out. Vanished, leaving us alone, with nowhere to go, smack in the path of the oncoming Ur-Quan Armada. What were we supposed to do? Fight? 2/3 of our habitat fleet was unarmed. Many aren't even superluminal. We were going to be annihilated if we resisted, and we knew it. When the Ur-Quan surrounded us and started giving orders that all ended with, "or die," we took them at face value. We obeyed. In exchange, they gave us Gaia, the planet below. It's a beautiful world, Captain. I wish I could show it to you. So don't misunderstand me. We love our freedom as much as anybody else, but we've got a good life here, and we don't want to lose it. Like I said before, Captain, we would like to help, but we are unwilling to risk losing Gaia. Unless you can find a much more compelling reason for us to get involved, you're on your own. Our species are almost identical, almost too close a match to be just a coincidence. Our bodies are very similar, Captain. Except for certain parts. Our cultural development is also mostly parallel. Like you Earthlings, we evolved a society from primitive tribes whose main function were to protect themselves from the large reptiles native to our old world. The main difference between our two sets of cultures, the split in the paths of our development, occurred in what would have been your prehistory, say 5000 BCE. In your world, the agricultural communities were conquered by the more primitive, but also more aggressive migratory herding peoples. This led to a particular kind of sexual and political dominance structure which pervaded almost all of your Earth cultures until the early 21st century. On Syra, our only primitive migratory tribes were confined to our mountainous regions. Their herd beasts, the Weimar, did not do well in the agricultural basins and plains. The two cultures were isolated until much later, when the technological superiority of the farmers curtailed any major conflict. It was our paradise, Captain, our Eden. Earth is the only world we know of whose variety and richness of life even comes close to Syra. Again, like so many other things about our two species, our worlds were very much the same, at least before you began encasing yours in concrete and plastic. Syra's gravity was a bit lighter than Earth's, and its day was 50% longer. Our diurnal cycle is therefore different from yours. We spend 20 hours awake, followed by 10 hours horizontal. This subject is very difficult for us, Captain, but I will try to recount those sad days. Like your solar system, ours had a large population of comets and asteroids. Large meteor impacts, though rare, were not unheard of on our planet. So it was not a total shock when an asteroid penetrated our atmosphere and hit the surface. What was odd was that unlike most other meteors, this one was not pulverized on impact. It penetrated the crust, and indeed went all the way through to the mantle, causing a supervolcano. The earthquakes caused by the impact were severe. The magma pumped out of the caldera wreaked significant damage on the nearby terrain, but within a few weeks it had cooled, forming a solid rock bandage over the wound. Within a few months, we had cleaned up the mess. The caldera was calming down nicely, and things were pretty much back to normal. Then, just over a year after the impact, all hell broke loose on the surface of Syra. Huge calderas were opening all over, not just around the meteor impact, but everywhere. The scope of the disaster is impossible to imagine. Entire cities sliding into oceans of molten lava, kilometer-wide sections of land pulverized by a cataclysmic explosion, and clouds of poison gas and superheated steam created a death shroud around Syra.
I'm not going to ask about her outfit. That's inappropriate.
Earthling.
Okay, so I came and talked to them, but I can't do anything with these people. Like, I have no way to convince them to hang out.
Hello again. Until then.
I had to have this conversation to trigger other events. I hate that. I mean, should I stop at some of these other places? I'm not going to get there by the 17th. Are you kidding me? It's going to be amazing if I make it by March 17th. And we've arrived. Okay. Aha! Report from the surface. Captain, we've located the wreck of an Ur-Quan dreadnought. The fact that there is anything but a hole in the ground indicates the vehicle had some engine power left to soften its crash. Most of the dreadnought is just so much alien junk. We've made holos of everything, but I don't think it will be much use to anyone but those egghead xenotechs back at the base. We have found one piece of equipment which is relatively intact. It is a huge hyperspace warp pod. The starboard unit, I think, will bring you aboard. Okay, and this planet has stuff on it, so let's... Alright, we're done here. Alright, so this thing is supposed to be between Circini that's all Circini, that's Circini, that's Circini. So this is Circini. This is Columbae. And then this is just alright. So somewhere in here is supposed to be our hyperspace thing. So let's see if we can find it. Maybe we'll get there in 3 days. 2 days. Wednesday. It's time. I have 2 more days to get there. 1 more days to get there. Last day, is it going to tick over before I make it? I didn't make it. It stays open through the 20th. Alright. '21st now. We're not even close. Okay. I'm gonna need fuel. I have yet to see an Ari loot anywhere. Hey, Mel Norman, where are you? Not here. Mel Norman, I wish to do some shopping. Hey, buddies. It's your favorite customer.
Well, no. What? What? How much? How? Not more than 50 years ago, the Druge were informed by the now extinct Bervixies race of a powerful alien nation called the Utwig. The Utwig, the Bervixies explained, were pleasant, sophisticated creatures, but they were also terminally depressed and often spoke about ending their lives by activating a super weapon, some kind of gigantic bomb, which they had found on one of their worlds. Zeta Hyades 6b, I think it was. The Druge recognized the description of the bomb as a precursor planetarian tool, which indeed was an explosive device of unrivaled power, and they set out to make it their own. Though the revolting, criminal, insidious Druge rarely leave their sphere of influence, it encompasses Algol, Almagas, and the Persei stars. They made a special trip on this occasion to the Aquarii constellation, where they made contact with the Utwig. There is a device commonly known as the Ur-Quan. Is it now in your possession? Ah, I see. The Druge sold this device to the Utwig, explaining that it was a precursor personal magnifier, which would enrich the lives of their entire culture in too many ways to describe specifically. The Utwig, I am sorry to say, fell for the Druge's foul ruse and snapped up the Ur-Quan immediately. Fortunately for us all, the Utwig did not pay the Druge's requested price, the super bomb, and instead gave them a collection of historical oddments and genuine artifacts, which to this day the Druge are trying to unload on unwary buyers. The Utwig, who live in the Aquarii constellation, have grown very depressed of late. They accidentally broke the supposed Ur-Quan sold to them by the felonious Druge. As a consequence, they are morose and melancholic, and will probably be unwilling to help you fight the Ur-Quan. If you wish to gain them as allies, we recommend that you acquire the broken Ur-Quan, as if it ever worked, and find some suitable replacement parts. Our information indicates that you could find these items in 3 different places. A rosy sphere at the Druge trade world, an aqua helix somewhere in Thredash space, and a clear spindle, which is currently in the possession of the Prakark. Captain, that was the last current event we have for sale. What? It had...
Alright, it's time for a break. Back in a few. Alright. Let's see. Maybe by the time we get there, we'll be able to hang out until the 17th. Alright. Now, we could hang out here. Or we could go to one of these nearby systems for some resources, I guess. As something to do. For 2 weeks. Yeah, this planet seems great. I wish I'd come here sooner. Lots of heavy metals. Living things to collect. Gamma Serini 6. Oh. Apparently I'm full up on minerals again. Well... Yeah, Gamma Serini seems like a great place to have gone early in the game. If only I'd known. Well, yes, this planet appears to be on fire. This place seems awful. We're done here. Goodbye. Minerals. All right, let's head back up to them coordinates. Over here somewhere. think I've done this system, yeah? Aha! Now where are we? Maybe somebody will eventually attack me or something. Oh, that looks fun.
Ha-ha! Our clever ward has found our nook in time. You are the first brave human. No others have made the trip. This is our home world, Falealarophili, nestled safe in this true space eddy. The portal you pass through is a rarity, a natural point of interdimensional fatigue. We use these phenomena to speed our transit through the realities. We are wondering, have you met with the Ungar recently? We entrusted an injured talking pet into their care, and we were curious about its progress. I forget myself. Of course you don't know me. You are from Unzerwald, not Earth. We are, however, how shall I say, related. It has been many of your years since I have been to our planet Earth. We are known among your kind by many names, some of them flattering, some of them not. The one we use most often was given to us by the children of the Celts, a wonderful culture. They called us the Arilu Lalile. More recently, we were part of the Alliance of Three Stars, along with your kind until we decided to return to our own, oh, how would you say, reality, when it became clear that your people would be safe enough under the Ur-Quan slave shield. Forgive us if we forget the importance you attach to such events as this. Our context is infinitely broader than yours in scope, both in space and time. Nevertheless, to please you, I shall try to recall. Yes, now I remember. Here is the sequence. The Ur-Quan fleets have moved through your solar system, and you are defeated. Your people make the choice not to fight with and for the Ur-Quan. A shield is cast about your world. Your people are now safe. This makes us happy. The Armada departs your star system and moves toward the remaining Alliance members, ourselves, the Cyrene, the Yehat, and their adopted Shofixti. The Yehat and Shofixti withdraw to Delta Gorno, but they do not permit the Cyrene to follow. We are content with the flow of events and leave the area to return here. From our perspective, this sequence of events ends here.
Soon after the Ur-Quan defeated the Yeha and imprisoned the Cyrene and Beetlejuice, their siblings arrived to initiate the doctrinal conflict. This battle continues as we speak. You desire honesty. It is given. We have visited your world for many thousands of years into your species' past. We have changed things, made modifications. Our motives are multiple, our desires complex. Part of what we do on Earth is for your own protection. There are parasites, creatures who dwell beyond. They have names, but you do not know them. They would like to find you, but they are blind to your presence unless you show yourselves. The Androsynths showed themselves, and something noticed them. There are no more Androsynths now, only Ors. No. In a way, ignorance is your armor, your best protection. They cannot see you now. They cannot smell you. Much of our work with your people involved making you invisible, changing your smell. If I tell you more, you will look where you could never look before. And while you are looking, you can and will be seen. You do not want to be seen. As you know, we live in a dimension adjacent to hyperspace, which we call Quasi-space. Our ships move between these dimensions through weaknesses in the interdimensional fabric. Although many such weaknesses, or portals, exist which lead from our dimension, Quasi-space, to various locations in hyperspace, there is only one naturally occurring portal which will transport a ship from hyperspace to Quasi-space. We therefore find it convenient to generate our own portals artificially, with focused dimensional fatigue rays. As a sign of our long-standing relationship with your species, we would happily fit your vessel with a portal spawner of its own. But your ship is so massive, our units would be ineffective. However, we suspect you may find a sufficiently powerful warp pod, the key element in a portal spawner, in the wreck of the Ur-Quan dreadnought on the 7th world at Alpha Bonus. Bring that warp pod back here, and we will prepare a portal spawner for your vessel. We are an endlessly curious species, and we spend much of our time on, how should I say, reconnaissance missions. During one such trip, we witnessed the crash landing of an Ur-Quan dreadnought on the surface of Alpha Bonus 7. Normally, when an Ur-Quan vessel is disabled, it automatically engages self-annihilation circuits to prevent other species from learning the Ur-Quan's technological secret. In this case, however, these circuits must have failed. The dreadnought did not disintegrate on impact. We landed to explore the wreckage, and were amazed to find a survivor, a talking pet. As you may know, the Ur-Quan use these non-sentient creatures for the task of interspecies translation, a task the Ur-Quan find ultimately demeaning. The talking pet was severely injured, and we did what we could for the poor creature. But it grew clear that without superior measures, the talking pet would die. We turned to the Unga, whom we have known for many centuries. Their bioscience skills are far superior to our own. The Unga promised to do what they could and let us know how the pet fared. We have not heard from the Unga since. Perhaps, if you are traveling through their stars, you can ask them for us. What a surprise! As we have always said, humans are a most resourceful and clever species. We are so proud of you, but don't worry that you shall have to wait. We are prepared. Even now, our technical personnel are equipping your ship with a custom version of our portal spawner device. The device is usable only in hyperspace. Whenever it is activated, the spawner will focus several interdimensional fatigue beams adjacent to your vessel, opening a temporary hole into Quasi-space. Move quickly through the portal. After your ship has passed into quasi-space, you can choose any of the nearby portals which lead back to hyperspace, thus saving you needless transit time. Be keenly aware of this fact. The spawner requires a great deal of energy to function. We estimate that each time you use the device, it will consume 10 of your fuel units. Goodbye, clever child.
Alright, we made friends. Go here, please. Wait. Can I use this? What is... Oh. $500 something, less than $550, and then over $950. Go to that one. Ooh, this is a bad place to be. See, what I want to do is go all the way up here. Check my phone. Why am I checking my phone? Okay, well, you sent me a image of the portal exit maps. Is Quasi space like rotated or something? It's not a direct relationship. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I need to get up near there. So 448504. No, it does. It's like completely rotated. that's fine. We gotta go catch a beast. I should save. Report from the surface. We have finally trapped the hideous beast which has been so hard to capture these past few days. I swear we emptied our stun batteries into that thing over a dozen times before it even slowed down. Before a few more shots to its barbed head and it went down, but we had only a few seconds to get it into the magnetic restraints before it started thrashing around again. Even as I make this report, that damn monster is shrieking like a steam engine and trying to tear its way free. I hope we know what we're doing, bringing that thing aboard. If it gets free inside the ship, Captain, well, I just don't want to think about it. Returning to ship. Yeah. You know what? We have places to go. Thank you for the chart, though. Alright. Now, to get from here, we want to go back to Alpha Chernikov. Which is less than 450 at 200, basically. 450, 200. 425, 200-ish. Guess that one, 516, 466. Oh, the Pekunker on the move again. I better hurry this up.
Why am I so blessed, Captain? You humans are... You know, I have many pictures. I keep them on my walls, too. Ah, a most excellent piece of news. My chiton rasps and moistens with excitement. I have been looking forward to this for so long. My subordinates stand ready to receive the beast from your ship, Captain. Effect its transfer, and then we shall give you the maidens you desire. Ah, my new child is on board. Such a big one, isn't he? And so frisky. I am delighted beyond words that you have given me the beast, Captain. But I am afraid that there has been a slight change in our plans. Regrettable, but necessary. Oh, my beautiful, luscious human. I had thought that the hideous, violent monster you have given me would complete my collection of ugliness, my menagerie of monsters. I was wrong. You, my human love, are the most vile, the most fierce, and wretched. My collection could never be complete without you. I need you, Captain. But alas, I fear you will not give your consent willingly. Am I right? Therefore, Sub-Commander Dax, terminate communications. Warm up my modified intruder. Engage the precursor warp nullifier. Prepare for battle. Sub-Commander, why has my main console become inoperative? The transmit mode is locked. What do you mean the central system computer is damaged? How? The beast escaped? No, Sub-Commander, this is impossible. It couldn't escape from our strongest containment system. It's what? Decks 5 and 6? 11 crewmen? Sound the alarms, you fool. Where is it now? Engineering report. Engineering. Sub-Commander, seal bulkhead. Sub-Commander, are you listening to me? What are you staring at? Pay attention, Sub-Commander. Give me a report on its position. What are you staring at? Behind me? What?
Uh-huh. Did we get the show fixed maidens? This is indeed my first time playing. And welcome. Hey, we found them. Okay. Need to stop the Pekunk. Also need to go to Delta Gorno. So... Let's see. Yeah, so, Holmes Gaming, D. Holmes Gaming. This is a game my partner talks about all the time. And so it's free on Steam, so I decided to play it finally. And there's some definite shows its age moments. But I'm interested. It's decent for sure. Let's see. Is there a 290 or 300? 025? No. So this is going to be the fastest way to get there. But yeah, there's just a few things, but it's given the age of the game and everything, it's amazing how solid it is. The spaceship combat I could honestly kind of do without, but as an adventure story game, And, yeah. No, I absolutely went to the wrong system after getting the hint for where I was supposed to go. And had to be pointed in the correct direction. And that's fine. Like, that's fine. I'm actually curious, like, to look up what the, where are the pecans? Okay. To look up the, optimal path. Because I'm sure people speedrun this game or whatever, so it's like, okay, well, what's the fastest way to get everything you want? Good. You're gonna be right in the middle of the pecan. So I should hopefully get to see everybody. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I have a surprise for you.
Greetings, Captain. It is good to see you again.
Yeah, my flagships.
What might that be? I am intrigued, Captain. But what are you talking about? Great reaping mounds of happiness! You shall be honored forever, Captain, as the savior of the Sophisti race. I have been granted the ultimate reward, duty. This humble warrior will take the Sophisti maidens you possess, gently wake them, and then perform ribald feats of unsurpassed fertility. With their consent, of course. Our people shall be reborn. Your name shall be recorded in our most sacred writings for all time. Thank you, Captain, and farewell. I have urgent business to attend to.
Alright. Yeah. This storyline may be one of the things that hasn't aged well. Yeah. Okay, Pekunk, where are you? Oh, there's one. Come here.
We have set out to return home. Home to our loving but misguided brothers and sisters. Please, do not try to stop us this time. We are firm in our resolve. It is?
Yeah.
We are so glad you warned us. No time to lose. We'll see you back in our home star system. Bye!
Bye! Alright. Whew! Okay, so, I can check some things off my list. We've saved the female Shofixti. We've saved the male Shofixti. We need to wait for them to do their thing. We dealt with the beast at Delta Linsis. Blah, 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 blah. We need to go get the Rose Orb. And some other stuff. But I think we need fuel before we do anything else. Where can we go that's nearby for fuel? Or can, like, we can't get home. I think I just have to go back to Seoul. I need to empty my cargo. only there was a star here. Like, okay, is there a warp portal close to Earth? I can get pretty close. 506, 474. M. So the one all the way to the left. No. Still not close enough to go anywhere. I guess I go to this system and wait for the Melnorme to show up and offer me a sale. I think I already cleared out this system. Back when I didn't know there was a time limit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've strip mined this place. Well, we've found a way to rebuild the Shofixty species. We're out of fuel. Out of fuel. Melnorme! Come save me, please.
Welcome. Now.
I have some items I'd like to sell. Please. I would like to buy fuel. Please fill. And then I want to buy more info.
The Spathi are a friendly co-op of 3 alien species, all native to the same world.
I'm already friends with them.
They are presently suffering severe collateral damage from the ritual combat between Ur-Quan and the Korah. While this is unfortunate for the Spathi, they have been forced to abandon many of their worlds. This close proximity to the Inter-Ur-Quan War will give them insights into the conflict, which will be of great use to you. In addition, the Spathi met the Chenjesu early on in the war and are eager to make allies.
Holmes, yeah, the time limit is one of those things that I think is aged poorly, but only because it's not explicitly told to the player.
Coordinates 400.0 by 543.7, Planet 1.
Like,
The Ur-Rat are presently attacking the Pekunk in the Lakali and Kruger constellations. These beings have slavish devotion to their dark gods Dogar
Zot fought
and
Pick?
Kazan.
No, they didn't
in
lose
the
their homeworld.
past few years has been
I
used
saved them.
against them by the Ungar. If you need to manipulate the Ur-Rat, we suggest you discover the Ungar's technique and duplicate it.
I have.
The Pekunk are a mystical offshoot.
I'm already
of
friends with the
Yeha
Pekunk.
species, who left their bird brothers long ago to found a peaceful enclave in the Kruger and Geitless stars. At the present time, the Pekunk are defending themselves against the Ur-Rat, who have been commanded to attack the happy birds by Dogar and Kazan. The Pekunk may be unwilling to make a formal alliance with you, but we have confidence that if you explain yourself honestly, they will help your efforts against the Ur-Quan. The creatures presently fighting the Ur-Quan are called the Korah. They are an Ur-Quan subspecies who split off from the main species many thousands of years ago. Their present fight is a ritual reenacting of a major difference of opinion between two rival Ur-Quan leaders after the Ur-Quan overwhelmed their slave masters, the Dinyare. The Korah are immune to reason, having long ago lost the ability to see their situation objectively. They live in a self-maintained paradox. To ensure their safety and security, the Korah fight an endless battle against all other sentient species.
Yeah, Holmes, that's basically how I feel about it as well, right? That an open exploration game having a time limit that is not made clear means that it is easy for a player to lose without knowing they've lost for a very long time. I just found the Arielu tonight, and
I must warn you,
very bad
about
people.
Some very bad people. Is this worth so many credits? You ask yourself. I assure you, it is. The creatures are called the Druge, and they are a callous and evil race. They care for nothing but profit and personal gain through unfair mercantile exchanges. Why are you looking at me like that, Captain? It is not appropriate. As I was saying, these wicked creatures will try to sell you commodities at unreasonably low prices. Boy, they almost give away fuel. Do not fall for their tricks. There are hidden costs, secret tariffs, so that you may avoid them. I will tell you that their main trade world is Zeta Persei 1. Why are you smiling, Captain? The Berbixies race evolved on the planet Arcturus 1. They lived there in a relatively benevolent manner until the Korah came and destroyed them during the course of 2 or 3 unfortunate days. The Druge were largely responsible for the Korah finding the Berbixies. You see, the Berbixies were in long-distance, hyperwave contact with a race known simply as the Geg. For decades, the Geg and the Berbixies traded much valuable information until the gang came under attack by an invading race who you may know as the Korra. The gag warned the Burdick Seas that the Korra located races by their hyperwave transmissions and that they had already discovered the radiations from the Druge. And the Burdick Seas were kind enough to warn the Druge that a hostile alien race was homing in on their hyperwave radiations. The Druge shut down all their transmitters and erected a powerful hyperwave beacon on the surface of the Burdick Sea's moon. The Korra changed course, attacked the poor Burdick Seas, and sadly destroyed them all.
Yeah, but it sounds like there might be a tool there
The
for me.
Fradash are an arrogant, stubborn, and thick-skinned species who reside in the Draconis and Apodus star systems. They have little or no respect for anything but force, which they admire greatly. To make the Fradash your friends, you should consider killing most, but not all of them. In addition, they guard some kind of sacred relic at the star system Zeta Draconis, though we do not know the true nature of this artifact. The Fradash homeworld is at Delta Draconis. But it has...
Okay. We still need to go to Earth. Because we've got a full stock of minerals. Lean into the drift, lean into the drift.
Greetings, Captain. I'm ready to assist you. I've been waiting to inform you of a new situation. Good news, Captain. With no announcement, a small fleet of Arilu Lalile popped into space adjacent to our starbase, scaring the hell out of the deep raider operator. But right now, I could kiss every one of those pale little weirdos because they gave us 3 skiff vessels. Also, we have a major situation, Captain. As of a few days ago, all Spathi starship captains have vanished from our starbase. We don't know how or why, but until we receive replacements from Spathiwa, you will be unable to commission any additional Spathi eluder vessels for your fleet.
Did the Spathi figure out how to remove themselves from reality?
More fuel for the fire, eh, Captain? The analysis reads as follows. Subject, quasi-space portal spawner. Data, device is a hybrid of different alien technologies including Arilu and Ur-Quan elements. Our tests show that this device temporarily creates a weakness in the fabric between hyperspace and a different unidentified dimension. The energy cost for this process is extreme, and since the unit's power supply is self-contained, we cannot estimate how long it will remain functional. Summary: use of this device will permit a starship to make transit to a different dimension. The hazards and benefits of this process are impossible to gauge without field study. That's the end of our scientist's report. We shall await...
Alright. Refill our fuel. Alright. Get a rear firing Hellbore cannon. Why not? Guess I could probably clear out some of my storage. so that I could put something else in there? But what do I put in there? I mean, point defense? For now, we'll keep the storage bay. Alright, we have saved the show fixie. Wow, we've been going for 3 hours? Jeez. I guess more fuel, but I can get more fuel out and about. Oh yeah, refill the crew. Good point. Yeah, we need to go to Zeta Persei and get that thing. Oh yeah, we also need to go to... Well, no, I need the show fixie first, right? They told me to go to 6395-2312. Oh, 639, sorry. Yeah, they want me to go to Beta Brahe for the Mycon. Yeah? Oh, the Pekunker on the move again. Those bastards. Oh, they're still moving home. Of course they are. Right. Alright, so we need to go to Spathiwa. Which is... Epsilon Greece? I guess more fuel would have been good. Since we do burn 10 of it using this. Alright, so... $241,360. So 466, 514. They got slave shielded? Report from the service. Captain, this is Lieutenant Robinson, sir. We have located an alien artifact down here. Perhaps more importantly, we have found something which I think may explain what happened to the Spathi, and I don't think you're going to like it. We were investigating a large blue machine when Officer Talbot discovered a message glued to the side of the device. Sir, it's a note from the Spathi High Council. I'll read it to you. Dear Hunabs, how are you? We are fine. However, can we thank you for letting us study your planet Earth's slave shield. Admittedly, it took us some time to replicate the technology ourselves, but we are simply delighted with the results. Yes, sirree, we sure love the idea of putting an impenetrable shield around our planet. Now all those evil monsters that we're just about to attack won't be able to eat us. Thanks. I guess this means that we won't be able to send you any more starship captains. Sorry, well, they want to turn on the shield about now, so we've got to get going. I'm sure we'll never ever talk with you again, so goodbye and thanks again, your friends. The Spathi Ruling Council. P.S. This machine is the super powerful hyperwave caster that the Umgai used to trick us into believing that the Grand Master Planet Eaters were coming to destroy Spathiwa. We thought maybe you'd like to have it. Okay, they're hilarious. So now we have that. Oh. So I want to go to here. Alright, I need to go out of the system first. Portal. And then we want to go to this one. It's the one that gets us closest to Earth.
Hello, Captain.
Yeah, please take those.
The more
Thanks.
minerals you bring us, Captain. The analysis reads as follows. Subject, hyperwave broadcaster. Ur-Quan design. Data. This unit is capable of generating extremely intense hyperwave transmissions, though it is otherwise similar to our own casters. Summary. This thing would be great for practical jokes. You could scream boo from an Oort cloud to scare the pants or whatever off of everyone in the system. If you used it in hyperspace, there's no telling who might hear you and come running. That's the end of our scientist's report. Blow up an Ur-Quan for me.
Okay. So, it is now July. Are they going to be here now? Probably not.
Hello, Captain. Try to avoid getting...
Yeah.
Try to avoid...
Yeah, thanks. Alright, so... I guess go into hyperspace and try using the thing. See what we can do with it. Who are you?
Welcome back. Now, we appreciate it.
So I can use it to call them. How do I trick the Illwrath with it then? Is that all it's good for? That's gonna make me sad. Ah, thank you. I guess I go to the middle of Ilrath space and do it. Okay, so Ilrath space is that one, 05 164. So it's gonna be that one, right? No. Oh wait, sorry. 492, 492. So it's gonna be that one.
Well,
Okay. I did get to see what the Spathi fate was. I feel so bad for Fwifo.
What? Can I believe my sensory cluster? I sense humans. I dance with joy for our good fortune. The human dies with such agony that it cannot help but please Dogar and Kazan.
They slave shielded themselves to keep themselves safe on their homeworld. Huh. Oh, I mean, like, Holmes, I'm not above being spoiled on this game at this point. Like, I know a lot of things about it, even though I've never played it, because, again, my partner, who is Nat Felix in the chat, has told me things about this game a lot. Yeah. Well, I love the chat, but I have to go.
We are here to escort you to the Glister. Home will assist you.
So, yeah, like, I mean, if there's a way for me to use the caster against the Ilrath. Wow, this guy is still just wrecking my life. He's killed half my crew. Oh, I have to be at their homeworld? Okay. We're going to get out of here, we're going to reload, and we'll go to their homeworld. I don't remember which one is their homeworld, but we'll figure it out. Alright. Or do I have the Ilrathi homeworld? Ilrath. Guess I don't. Let's see. Which one's going to be the Ilrath homeworld? I mean, it's going to be the one in the middle of the circle, right? So, what's that? Mizar? Zeta Voltanus? Ah. Well. Then let's talk to one of them, I guess. That's a lot of ships. Go, go, go. Into the drift. Well, this ain't it. The manual of the 3DO version, that's hilarious. Procyon? Make sure the punker's still going back home. Oh yeah, this looks like a home system. Ah, I didn't quite make it. Converse?
What? I bet you my don't. Whereto we are here to escort you to the glistening chambers of pain. Home to the heinous who will assist you on your...
Oh, okay, well that wasn't it. Get away from it! Jiminy Christmas! So glad my tracking shots don't work on these guys either. Leaving. Nope, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna die. I was so screwed. Alright, we're not doing that. Load. Well, I don't think this is going to be where their homeworld is. There's no ships here. I don't think it was Mizar. Sorry, I'm looking at another map. Okay. If it was in a game manual, I'm more than willing to cheat. I looked it up. Just because it's supposed to be an Alpha Tari. That's Kruger. That's the tail. Atlantis? Up here, I guess, is where their homeworld originally was. I don't know, that's what this guide says. That makes sense. I mean, they've been moving. They're attacking the Pakunk. I think we're going to finish this quest line and call it a night, though, because I've been going for 3.5 hours. It is almost 11 p.m. I do have to go to work tomorrow. I also have a doctor's appointment in the morning, so got a lot of crap going on. All right. Green planet. Yellow planet. Which is it? Come on.
What a pleasant surprise. Ever since the Ur-Quan made it a fellow slave species, we have missed the human. You arrived just in time for the Festival of 1,000 Screams. We welcome you with open appendages. Your participation in the ceremony is most fortuitous. As we pour your steaming parts from your breached husk, you will cry with the force that pleases the mighty deities Dogar and Quasi. Then we will address our inquiries and receive deific guidance. Glorious! There is so much to tell, so many different aspects. These deities permeate the fabric of the universe. Since all things eventually succumb to death, all things meet Dogar and Quasi. Human, you do not understand. It is as it has always been.
When the hatchlings struggle from the egg sac, they show their respect to the twin gods of death during their first frenzied gorging. From that moment on, the directives and philosophies of Dogar and Kazon are manifested by the hatchling. The deific duo broadcast on Channel 44. Their words of wisdom are available to all, and their instructions are carried out to the best of our mortal ability. We know that we are pleasing the gods because they no longer find it necessary to guide us. In the past, the Dark Twins were compelled to direct us almost daily, but now have received no direction for almost 8 years. Indeed, we diligently monitor the channel should Dogar and Kazon choose to be heard. They do it for us. First, they clear the channel of messy static and interference. Second, it made it easy for us to properly identify what might be mistaken for mad rambling as the sacred words. You see, Dogar possesses 44 eyes that see into the 44 planes of existence.
Oh.
And each of Kazon's 44 sub-tongues is made up of 44 plump, writhing cilia. Besides, they knew we were Captain Satellite viewers. Your pitiful investigations have barely scratched the surface of what is to be learned about Dogar and Kazon. And remember, you may never get another chance to ask such questions. These days,
Alright.
during the Dark Ages, we were confused by the many gods. There were dozens of deities ranging from Zith of the Pelt to Orc of the Seds. It was only through the careful formation of a priestly ruling body that the Irath were able to determine the true gods, Dogar and Kazon. This new priestly cabal revealed that we must discard all other gods, be they of hearth or flowing web. Only the priests were capable of interpreting the will of the gods. Their order refined our worship until we could do no better. All heretics were to be eaten, and all possessions were to be delivered to the holy sites or the priestly dwellings. Your pity child. Your interest is not unusual. It is through the omniscient guidance of our mighty lords of darkness that we have achieved this state of
Oh boy, these
perfection.
guys.
We will dispel your ignorance concerning the first child species of the unmerciful Dogar and Kazon. Yes, our striking appearance only hints at the true strength that resides inside. Coursing through our thorax are the fluids of life. Like yourselves, if we leak in excess, we will satiate the sacrificial needs of Dogar and Kazon. Our digital and
Alright.
you leave pain pockets. Listen! It is the hideous and inspiring voices of our gods, Dogar and Kazon. Oh, great gods of evil and darkness.
What can your humble and devious servants do for you? Oh, mighty Dogar. Oh, mighty Quasi. Your devoted servants hear your words and obey your divine and cruel insights. The Pakunk are unfit for our sacramental tortures. We relish the prospect of killing worthy prey. We will leave immediately so that we can begin our glorious evil devotions. But who shall we prey upon next? Who shall suffer our inspired torment? Didn't those loathsome Umga once mention a race near their region of space? Yes, I have it. The Fradash. We will go now and kill all of them. From the chambers of pain, we hear your words, cruel and evil lords of darkness. And as your voice crackles out of the speaker boxes, it sends thrills across our carapaces. Our hairy quills all stand erect, and we pant and wheeze with holy fever. Oh, mighty gods, you are the definition of all that is evil and hideous in this universe. You are the inspiration for all cruelty, deception, and pain. For this, we thank you. Your will is our inspiration. What shall we do?
I don't know.
We can never we could. Farewell, Dogar and Quasi, amidst even more violent treacherous.
And we flee. Alright, so we'll run away to Procyon, and then we'll save the game, and then we'll call it a night. Oh, hey, most of them left, though. What am I doing here? I guess since they're not here anymore, I might as well explore before we call it a night. Well, I mean, like, if they're just gonna let me... Oh! Hello. Report from orbit. We have explored the interior of the starbase and found it abandoned. Computer records show that the Ur-Quan put the starbase in orbit around this world after defeating the Chinjeshu and Murnherm. From what we can determine, the Chinjeshu and Murnherm, who were assigned to this base, set up mindless robots to run the station and then somehow returned to the surface of their planet. penetrating the slave shield. Further analysis of the Starbase's databank showed that the Shinjeshi and the Marinherm were exploring synthesis schemes to create a hybrid race, half Marinherm and half Shinjeshi. The robots who run this Starbase are armed and will not permit us to scavenge materials, so we are returning to the ship. Excuse you? Okay, so they have a way to do what we need to do, but we don't have a way to contact them. Brilliant. Oh. Okay. I have to be on the planet and use the machine. Thank you.
We are the Chenjesu. We are the Mernherm. We do not understand how you have penetrated the slave shield or why, but in doing so you have interrupted the process. Explain this intrusion. We cannot be of any assistance now. We are in the middle of the process. I will explain. After we, Chenjesu, and Mernherm were defeated by the Ur-Quan, we chose to be encased in a single slave shield on this world. As soon as the Ur-Quan departed, we began the process. We initiated a synthesis of our two species, our two cultures, one crystalline, the other purely mechanical. This process, fueled only by the radiant energy of our sun, will eventually produce a new hybrid race. And when the process is complete, we will crack the Ur-Quan slave shield and emerge from our chrysalis like a winged insect unleashed from its cocoon. Then we will be ready and capable to deal with the Ur-Quan, their battle thralls, and their dreaded Samatra. The complete synthetic hybridization of the Chenjesu and the Mernherm species will require approximately 35 of your Earth years. This extended duration is necessary because our synthesis mechanisms are dependent exclusively on the light of our sun for energy. What you describe is theoretically possible, but it would pose a great danger to us. The process must be executed as planned, or it may fail catastrophically. We would be destroyed. Though your ship's design is unfamiliar to us, we now understand that you are of human origin, and so we will share with you our reasons for accepting the status of Ur-Quan slave. In 2135, our great alliance burned within the crucible of sentience. Though our fleets of armed starships held back the hierarchy's grotesque armada for many years, in the end, the Ur-Quan unleashed a power upon us that was so overwhelming, we knew we would be annihilated if we did not submit. This unstoppable power, this ultimate weapon, was a huge starship, an unstoppable battle platform built by the precursors in the ancient past. Your vessel shares some similarities in design to the Ur-Quan's battle platform, which they call Sumatra, meaning Great Trophy.
Cool.
The Sumatra was many times larger than your ship and bore weapons and defensive systems that made it invulnerable to all of our technologies. It remains a mystery to us why the Ur-Quan fought us for so long without using the Sumatra. But when they finally brought the ship into combat, the Sumatra incinerated our finest brood home vessels from 10 times our own ship's weapon range. We had no choices beyond submission or devastation. Before the Ur-Quan arrived to accept our surrender, we sent one last message to your people. A message suggesting that your species do as we Changesu and Mernherm plan to do. We would accept the Ur-Quan's demands and become slaves until such a time as we found a way to destroy or neutralize the Sumatra. Our wisdom is available. Detail your need. You must find some way to destroy the Sumatra. To do this, you will need a powerful weapon capable of...
Oh, hey, I know about one of those.
...entire planet. But that is not all. You will also require some way to distract the Ur-Quan to give you the opportunity to use the weapon. Though your presence here is a painful intrusion, we will always provide advice whenever you request it, Captain. Goodbye once and future ally, human. When the process is complete and we emerge from our chrysalis, I shall tell your grandchildren of our conversation this day.
Okay. Well. Well. Okay. We've done what we can. Whoo, doggy. Yeah, so many more quests to go. Just real quick. Let's see. We need to go get the rose orb. We should probably go bother the Unga. We gotta figure out what the Cyrene want. We gotta go see the Mycon. We did that one. Check that off the list. Yeah. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We should be good. Oh, right. We got to go back to Earth to make, get our Shofixty. Once we have a Shofixty, we go bother the Yeehat. And then we'll not have to help the Pakunk anymore, I believe. Ooh. We've dealt with the Ilrath. We've dealt with the Vux as much as we can. We still need to go find the Mycon, the Unga, the Cyrene, the Druge. Yeah, there's a few. Oh, the Utwig. I don't know. Sounds like 2 dozen more things to go do. I don't know that we have time. Definitely not going to finish it before I have to go on this work trip. So, yeah. I don't know that I'm actually going to stream tomorrow. Because I have to get up stupid early on Tuesday. Tuesday. Yeah. So don't want to, but I'm going to go ahead and just call it now. Last stream until the end of the month. Yeah. Next stream will be May 1st at the earliest. Sorry. I gotta go to work. I gotta go make money. Gotta make dollar bills. But, you can all go see all of my poor time-making decisions that I made for your benefit, Holmes. I do have a link to my YouTube where I put all of the recordings up, so if you wanted to catch the old stuff. Yes, exactly. My puppies must be kept within the luxuries to which they are accustomed. Greenies, chew bones, multiple kennels, so many dog beds there's not actually available floor space. Really just got to pay for the surgery for the dog that we just did. So, yeah, but anyway, thanks for swinging in to watch tonight, everyone. Holmes, if you wanted to check out that YouTube channel and just check out, I've got loads of stuff. We've played all sorts of things on this channel. If you like the Ur-Quan stuff, do you like Myst? I've been playing a lot of Myst recently. We're not playing it now for a reason. But we're going to finish that series one of these days. Anyway. I guess I'll also have 2 weeks to, maybe come up with the schedule. Ooh, 9 Souls. Yeah, I enjoyed 9 Souls. 9 Souls was good. Solid game. Less Metroidvania, more... what's the word I want? What's the game called? They advertised it as a 2D version of Sekiro. If you do pick it up, I highly recommend you get really good at that parry button. But once you do, oh boy, do you get to just wreck some things. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to bed. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Have a good night. Sleep well. We'll see you in a few weeks. Bye.